Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here again at Solana. Congratulations to my community members who took that nice long at about $72. Phenomenal profit there. Speaking of which too, we took some healthy profits last night and this morning, just a couple hours ago. As a matter of fact, we got Solana 127% in 1 month. Near Protocol 73% in 19 hours, and of course VeChain 36% in 12 hours. So been a nice 24-hour period for us there. That VeChain and Near Protocol longs were awesome last night. So with Solana, we're going to talk about this liquidation here. Obviously, we saw this little liquidity sweep. And as I mentioned previously, be very careful shorting this coin, especially at this level, because above 78, there was a lot of liquidation. So let's take a quick look at that here. I'm kind of curious what that looks like. Also, too, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. Quick little heads up, if you're new to our community, which we have a lot of new members, make sure you read through our signals guide here so you can understand how Premium Plus works. Linking your Telegram accounts, and of course the difference between the two channels that I provide. One's day trading, one's swing trading, and it's a big difference. You do not want to wear both hats at the same time. So take a look at this monstrous liquidation. My goodness, folks, what were you thinking? Do not short Solana. Oh my goodness, look at that. So $77, $78, and roughly 79. All three areas just got smashed. So again, if you are in a Solana short right now, just be careful. That's all I can say. Of course, if you got into a short at about 81, 82, it might consider to be advantageous. We're going to see here in a little bit, but there's really no reason to be doing that. So if you've been watching my videos and you haven't been listening to me, shame on you. But again, we all got to learn and make our own mistakes too. So it's actually okay if that happened to you, because you got to learn from it and process and understand why that happened, which is what I try to do in these videos, kind of help explain, generally speaking, the why behind some of these scenarios here. Again, sometimes there isn't any why, but when it comes to liquidation and these constant sweeps here with with these high volume coins, there's really no reason to consider shorting into a coin. You're again much better off waiting for a decent long position. Taking about the daily here, quickly to note, we have a MACD convergence here. That's a very strong sign in most cases. We have our second, again, I repeat this, our second convergence on stochastic RSI. Extremely important to notify, or sorry, not to notify, but to acknowledge that the second convergence is the most impactful. Okay, again, I talk about this in all my videos, but stochastic RSI is really good about giving you indications of reversals, and oftentimes the second time is a very, very strong reversal, mostly because it becomes overextended to the other direction. Okay, that said, we're above 50 on the RSI and money flow index, all well and good there. Literally nothing here this bearish. We're above the 20-day SMA, still honoring our ascending trend. Okay, so all well and good there. Other than that, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the 4-hour time frame, kind of see what's going on here, make the charts a little prettier. We want to go ahead and look here and acknowledge that, again, this upper level liquidity has been swept. We do have a small level of liquidity here between 67 and 69. I think we're a long ways from that, but that is still a thing, just to keep you up to date. And of course, we're above all 4 moving averages. MACD is converging quite nicely here, and so is stochastic RSI for the swing here. That being said, money flow index extremely high. Okay, when the money flow index is outperforming the RSI, that's always a good sign. Okay, it basically implies you have a lot more room for growth, and mainly because it's not viewed as overbought yet, and there's tons of money flowing into the coin, providing us with more support. Okay, so again, volume support's huge. Speaking of volume support, we got a strong amount of support at 74. That's likely the new support level. Okay. Now I'm going to update our fibs and go ahead and send that out. I'll send out our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, so you can kind of see here what that might look like. But it looks like we've since invalidated this potential ABC pattern from Elliott Wave. Okay, so you got to recognize that too. So overall, we're in a very, very strong situation here. But I will post those that playout chart here momentarily. Now, again, when we take a look at the hourly, we were looking at this yesterday. With the Ichimoku Cloud, we were basically testing the levels of the cloud there. Okay, and I mentioned that I didn't feel comfortable taking a position myself just because we didn't have full confirmation. That's where the Ichimoku Cloud can be good or bad. The key takeaway here, though, is if you're familiar with the Ichimoku Cloud, you'll know that being above the cloud is the most important, and when there's other contributing factors, you use those in conjunction. Okay, so even though the lagging span was in the price action at the time, conversion line wasn't truly above the baseline, we still had some decent momentum there and some good support based on volume. Okay, so that said, right now what we can see is that the price action is in very, very good shape. There's no reason to consider shorting. Lagging span's free and clear. Conversion lines above the baseline, and of course we're above the cloud. So again, this is just a very conservative indicator. I look for confirmation with this tool. It's not a reason to take a trade solely, but it should be used in conjunction with other timeframes and helping understand how that works. Again, I've got a walkthrough in this video if you're curious how to use it. I made it over 2 years ago, but it still holds to this day because, again, Ichimoku Cloud is king in my personal opinion. Again, you can be extremely conservative and you can miss out some opportunities, so maybe don't use it all the time, but use it as much as you can to ensure you find good entry. That having been said, there's not much else really here to note. We're truly bullish, and without taking a look at the really smaller time frames, I mean, I guess we could look at like the 15-minute and pay attention to our CC Golden indicator. We had a couple of buy signals down here, and of course some sell signals and some overextension. So this indicator is good, of course, as well if you're kind of more of a, I wouldn't say day trader, but if you like to scalp, then that's a more appropriate thing. We do have a walkthrough here in our CC Golden under under our Discord as well, if you're kind of curious on how that works as well. Just an indicator that I created a few months back that works pretty decent. Again, I use that for confirmation as well on my smaller time frames. Anyways, I hope that serves you well. One last thing to serve you well too is, with all the VPN KYC requirements, Bitunix does not require this. Be sure to use their link to register. If you register with their link before year end, you get significant bonus rewards. Just highly recommend their exchange. They are phenomenal. Reason we're using them is because they have no KYC or VPN, and our BingX affiliate, unfortunately, they're requiring VPNs now, and that just means that KYC is on the horizon. So most of us are making the switch over to what I can confidently say is a better exchange. So check it out. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.